Hey everybody, it's Rich and Ella. We're back after our first week of the SuperSpeed golf training. As you know, we just started this last week Saturday. Today is Saturday, so it's been a full week. We've done 3 training sessions. We did one on last Saturday, then we did Monday and Wednesday. And so we did a warm-up here today, just hitting some balls into the net, and now we're going to hit 5 shots each. And if we have any real bad outliers, horrible shots, we're going to delete those. So we get 5 just, relatively decent shots, and that's the same thing we did last Saturday. It's been quite an interesting week for me. I have a sedentary job sitting at a desk in front of a computer all day, so I really don't get out to do anything. It's crappy outside here in Wisconsin, so going from sitting at a desk all day to swinging these clubs, it was a little taxing on my body. It didn't hurt anything. It just was, my muscles got sore, my obliques especially. It's interesting when you pair it with the radar, you can actually feel different techniques kind of come out. So it doesn't just teach your muscles how to swing faster. In my opinion, I feel like it teaches you a little technique. Leading with your lower body for me a little bit, kind of holding the hands back and getting the hips started, definitely kind of showed some more. So I'm going to be excited today after a week of doing this to see if we see any results. Now, here's the big thing for me personally. I have never hit 280 total on Skytrak. I've hit 278 a couple times. I've never broke 280, so I'm kind of excited to see. I know it's only been a week into it, but let's just see if I'm able to break that 280. That's what I'm the most excited about. Ella, how did the SuperSpeed golf training go for you?
It went good.
So how did you feel about coming in here and swinging it? Were you excited about doing it? Were you not excited? What were your thoughts on it?
Well, some days I really didn't want to come, but I came anyway because I knew that I was gonna get better.
So do you feel any differences in your swing at all from last week to this week at all?
Yes, I definitely swing a lot faster.
So she's feeling like she's swinging faster. When I listen to the swooshes, there's definitely a big difference. When we're talking about the shafts, I noticed it right away that I could actually hear her swinging faster. And so I'll be curious to see if it translates. Now, in our warm-up session, we're golfers, we're human. Ella had a pretty rough warm-up session here. She's not hitting the ball extremely well this week. So hopefully, it still pans out okay. So let's get into these swings, and then we'll talk about the results here in a little bit. Okay, so let's take a look at the result of these average 5 drives compared to the starting 5 drives we had from last week. And you can see that the club head speed went from 99 miles an hour up to 102. Now, on the Skytrak, it calculates the club mile per hour based on the ball data. So I don't really care about what it's got to say there as much as I do on the left, the ball mile per hour. You can see an average of 145 last week up to 150 this week. Well, I don't know if I could be any more excited with those results, honestly. I had 3 drives out of 5 that went farther than any drive. I've probably hit 500 balls using the Skytrak with my driver since I've gotten the Skytrak. And 278 was the longest I've seen, and to hit 3 out of 5 that were 280 plus 287. There's obviously something to the SuperSpeed Golf system. So I'm at a lack of words right now, honestly, of how excited I am about this. To be only a week in and to see this kind of improvement, there's just got to be something to this. So, you know, I don't know. I did not feel like I was swinging faster. I would say the 287 drive, that one I kind of just laughed at because I knew I had just absolutely pounded it. But I never thought it would go that far. That's just crazy, absolutely crazy. So who knows where this is going to end up. Again, Ella, you know, she just had a rough night tonight. Her numbers were exactly the same as last week, literally exactly the same as far as club head speed and ball speed. But she just had a rough night tonight. She had a good week during the week of practicing. This was Thanksgiving week, so we got to play a lot because we were on vacation. And so I definitely am seeing improvement, more consistent numbers with her 7-iron, higher numbers. So I think next week we're going to see a big jump from her. It was just an off night for her. But anyways, you know, in case anybody was wondering, I play a Rogue Draw, and I was fitted at Club Champion for Accurate Shaft. It's a FX 2.0 250 M4, and it's 44.5 inches, and it's set to a D3 swing weight. And I'm absolutely in love with this combo. In fact, before we just did this little segment, after hitting these big numbers, I thought I'd put in my old shaft and just see how it would do, the stock shaft with the driver, and not just totally different results. So if anybody would like to see a video on that, of the old shaft versus the fitted shaft, I'd be more than happy to do that. Anyways, all I can tell you, we're really excited. We're going to get to doing the next session here tonight of the SuperSpeed training, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then we'll be back next week Saturday to give you an update on our week 2 results. Hopefully I see just as much gain as I saw in week 1. That would just be crazy. If I could break 290, my goodness, I don't know. I think I'd ball right in front of y'all here. But anyways, it's been a good week. Thank you so much for watching. You got anything you'd like to say to everybody?
Goodbye.
We'll see you guys later.